Hey guys, what's going on? It's another review of the Giant ATX 27.5. This will be the third one and probably the last one, but I'm not exactly positive yet. Okay, I did buy new handlebars for it. They are Race Face Atlas Edition handlebars. The handlebars were 70 bucks on Amazon. I had to buy a new clamp because they're bigger bars, so they're 31.8 millimeters. So I had to buy a bigger clamp because the one that comes on, I think, is in the 20 millimeter range. It was $60, so you're looking at about $140 with tax if you have if Amazon has a place where you live, and if you don't have to have Prime, so you might have to pay for shipping. It'll probably be $170 for it. I would recommend these bars, and then they're really nice so far. What I've done, I really hadn't rode them too much. I've been riding more. I bought new cranks for it because the cranks were getting worn out and they're getting some slap to them, and I kept breaking bolts off, shearing the bolt off inside of it. And in my situation, I have the tools to do it, which you probably won't, so you'll need to go to a bike shop or something like that to get it fixed. And I just got some Shimano ones on Amazon. They're like $30, and they're really nice. I got the smaller tooth design. I like that a lot more for right now because I think it gives you more range of shifting. Now, my back derailleur is messing up right now. I don't work on it that much right now. I don't know much about them. I'm going to start researching it more. And my issue is it's jumping between, I go from second and into the fifth. In between those gears, it won't work. Like, you're just constantly jumping, but once you get past those, it works just fine. If you pay attention enough, you might notice I've replaced the spokes on the back, and I've replaced them with 266 millimeter spokes. Those are not long enough, so if you replace it, get either 270 millimeter spokes or 272 millimeter spokes. That should be the perfect length to do it with. And my issue is they're too tight and I can't get them correct, so the rim's actually getting pulled to one side and making my tire rub a little bit, so I had to go back to the original tire and make it smaller to get it to fit. And if you don't do that, it actually, from one day I didn't have it switch the tires I rode, and it didn't ruin it, but it put a nice mark in the side of the back of my frame back here. Really haven't done that much to it. The brakes are still holding up amazing right now for what I do with it. Almost everything I do involves really good braking, and they're still perfectly good brakes. I mean, they will need replaced probably next year, but I just cannot believe I'll probably replace them mid-summer just because I'll just need to get some new ones. But the brakes are flawless on this bike. This is probably the best brakes I've ever seen on a bike so far. You might have seen a review of a Trek Marlin 5. That's actually my cousin that did that. I'll leave it in the description down below so you can go check it out. It's a different bike, I guess, type thing. It's got different brake system and shifting mechanism on it. It's a little lighter bike for this frame. This is a small frame edition, and that bike's a small frame, and you put them side by side and they're the exact same. They're smaller. The Trek is a lot smaller. And he does have new forks on it, so you see that it will be new forks. This is actually a tire on the front, a bond trigger on the front of this bike that is actually off of his Trek because he switched. It does have bigger room in the back for that, so that's an option. So if you want to put a bigger tire on it, I'd actually recommend the Trek probably for if you're trying to get bigger tires on it. But we really both had the same issues. We've both had the exact same issues on the bike, and we really haven't, either one of us have never had like something major can change. I had one spoke break on this, which is why I replaced it, because it's one I shouldn't have. If you break one spoke, I'd recommend taking it to a bike shop if you're going to replace it, unless you know what you're doing, or just leave the one spoke, so one spoke really won't hurt. If you see another one break, then instantly I'd recommend taking it to a bike shop and replacing the spokes. Now, he also lost one spoke in the back, and it's the same issue. Now, derailleurs, you go through a lot. What we're having this one is they're a lot of money to fix unless you buy a nice one that's not going to be the brake a lot. Like, if you're doing a lot of big trails, buy a full suspension bike. That's what I would recommend. I'm not bashing this bike or anything, but this thing's not made for doing big trails. Like, some downhill trails they can manage. Like, I went to a trail a couple weeks ago. It's okay for that size, and there's just some things this bike I wouldn't do with it because it couldn't handle it if you didn't do it right. It's not the issue if you do it right, can the bike handle it, because it almost always will. It's the issue if you do it wrong, you won't kind of get like left. So this bike is it's a great bike. I would recommend looking at both this bike and the Trek Marlin 5. I'll leave you a description down below for my cousin's channel that did a review on that bike. Just say, if you watch the video, just go ahead and say that Johnny Baxter sent you over or something like that. You know, if you want to drop a like on my video, it would be helpful, or if you want to drop a like on his channel, that's also great. if you subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. We're almost we're on the way to 50 right now. It doesn't sound like much, but to me, 50 subscribers is a lot. We're almost 25. That's just, it's ridiculous to me that 25 people, almost 25 people want to see me make videos. I never thought it'd be this far with it. You know, you guys thinking, oh, that's not very much, but almost 26,000 views, right? I have over 26,000 views on YouTube right now. That's nothing I ever thought I'd get to. You know, you see big channels, you know, and that's something, but if you guys make a YouTube channel, just because this is a little bit off, but stay confident in what you're doing. Just keep making videos and try to find something that you love to make videos. Like, I love making videos with Spike. Obviously, I've made 3 of them. Just keep making what you like to do. Don't, and try to, like, I'm trying to get more consistent content out. I'm just trying to think of the right stuff. I don't have a computer to do editing right now. I've been getting into more dirt bikes and stuff like that, so it's more money. I have a hard time buying the stuff, and been trying to work as much as I can, and it's a hard time doing this, and yeah, just do what you love making videos. If you love making videos and playing games, do that. Like, I have a second channel, I'll leave it in the description, of Call of Duty and stuff like that. I like both. Now, I'm not going to just go jump to that, but you guys, if leaving a like, it does help me out quite a bit, you know, getting me more view, it gets me up more. I can, trying to make money on it, and so, but yeah, I'll try to leave a link in the description for getting these handlebars. I'll try to, but I don't know if I can yet. So I'll do that if I can. It'll be down there. I'll write in front of it what it is. And yeah, just go check out my channel, please. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.